uh, find out how their week has been. I've already had to mute Hasbro. He's back there talking smack once already. I muted him, so we'll have to see if we can keep him at bay here. But first up on the panel is that state champion, Rimfire Dave.
Hi, everybody.
How was your weekend, buddy?
Well, I'm trying to finish up a couple of rifles that I've been jamming up my lathe, and they're done. And I'm going to try to shoot them if we get a little calmer weather because it's been a lot of wind here due to that hurricane off the coast. So it's hard to test anything when the winds are blowing. That's hard.
So,
But other than that, I'm
really
a
quick, really quick.
and they
You
change fast.
no, really quick. You have had an exciting couple of weeks. So I want you to tell us a little bit about that before we go any further and start off by telling us about this right here.
I got invited to go down to the ABRA state championship. And so I went. It was down outside of Johnstown towards Pittsburgh, and we shot down there last Saturday. We went down Friday and practiced, shot Saturday, came home, and I got lucky and won the heavy gun championship.
Beginner's luck, right?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay, well, we're going to move on here. It's already getting deep. So, Justin from Kentucky.
Howdy, guys. Glad to be with you tonight.
Justin.
Howdy, Dave. Hope to learn more about Brock tonight.
We will.
Justin's been working. He's working two jobs, and yesterday was his day to mow the grass, and he was having some technical difficulties out of the mowers last night. So I had to go up and fix one of the mowers, and me and him both was mowing at 10 o'clock last night, holding flashlights out in front of the lawnmower. But we got the range mowed, so
We had the track lights on.
and it looks good. I went up there today for trap for a little bit. The yard looks good. We didn't miss a spot. So
I was anxious to see how it turned out.
That Justin's a mower.
I thought we'd come in today and it'd be zebra stripes in the grass or shit.
Looks like a checkerboard.
All right, so up next, we're gonna bring this guy out. He likes to brag a lot, but we're gonna keep him at bay tonight, and that's Hasbro.
What? I only brag when I get egged on. Congratulations, Dave. I'm really happy for you. That is awesome. And I knew what rifle and I knew what ammo you were shooting too. So next state championship, that rifle's going to get banned too. We'll see how that goes.
Probably right.
Good to be with you guys. Looking forward to it tonight.
Yes, I agree.
All right. Up next, we have George from Southern Rifle, also from here in Kentucky. George, how was your week, buddy?
Caught me eating a damn cracker.
You can tell us about it with you can talk with your mouth full. We do that here in Kentucky.
Week's been pretty good. Week's been pretty good. Besides my deck's getting ready to fall off. I gotta have that fixed in the next day.
Oh yeah, we don't want your back deck to fall off. That's where you shoot from.
Yeah, right.
That would make for a horrible video to see George fall out in the yard while he's cracking a shot.
That'd be pretty rough.
Mm-hmm. So, all right, we're going to save this next guy for last because he's the man of the night. He's going to get drilled. So let's see who come in here next. Let's go with Mike from MN Shooting Sports.
Mike.
Hey everyone.
So,
Glad to be here again tonight. Glad to be here tonight. So.
Family.
Yeah. Mike's got an exciting morning in the morning. He's going to a swap meet.
Yeah, had a pretty exciting week.
He's going to try to find him an and shoots.
No, I don't think there's any more out there.
He likes the one he's got so good he wants another.
Nope.
All right. So up next, we got Steve from living in Southwest Virginia.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for having me, Chad.
Yeah, appreciate you being here. We got a full house tonight, so we should have all kinds of questions for Brock. So up next, we got that American hillbilly. He's muted and mic'd.
Hey, fellas. How y'all doing?
Doing good. How you been, buddy?
Ah, man, just fine as frogs here.
Well,
Cooled off a little bit last few days, so made it out and did a little shooting. So, yeah, everything's good in the neighborhood.
you got us some footage coming out with that new chassis.
Yeah, sure do.
Yeah.
Yeah, real excited about that.
Can't wait to see it. All right, up next. He got on here late, but he's better late than never, and that is Jose, better known as J Delta 22NC down there in North Carolina. How you doing, Jose?
Hello, everyone. Thank you for inviting me tonight. Dave, congratulations, sir. Very proud of you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
And last but not least, the man that's going to get questioned tonight, and that is Brock from Leather Action 22.
How's everybody doing tonight? It's good to be here.
Yep. Good to have you. You had a good week. I know you've been working hard trying to get your property ready to start putting your house up, and
Yeah.
it's a lot of work.
It has been a busy week for sure. Not a whole lot of sleeping, I can tell you that.
You're about like Justin over there. You work all day at work, and then you go home and work all night.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Pretty much.
So, a few topics I want to go over before we get started interviewing. But while we're going over these topics, you guys can be thinking about what you want to talk to Brock about tonight. We got an echo. Somebody's listening on two devices. While we're doing the topics, be thinking about what you want to ask Brock, how he got started into this whole venture with Benchrest shooting and YouTubing, and he also makes leather products. And so be thinking about what you want to ask him. But I want to give some credits tonight. And first off, I want to shout out No Pro 1962. So No Pro, he reached out to me and wanted to do a challenge target. And you know how No Pro rolls. He can't do just a level 1. He wants to do a level 1 and a level 2. So if you guys have not seen this target or shot it, please reach out to me or No Pro 1962, and we'll gladly send you a copy of this target for you to shoot. It's for fun. There's nothing to win out of the deal. I just appreciate him including me on one of his targets. And when he made those targets, he also went to the trouble of making me a practice target. So this is a scaled down version of the USBR target. And, you know, aim small, miss small. And he went to the trouble of putting my logo at the top. So anybody that would like this target for practice, reach out to me. I'll send it to you. And I'll send you a package of targets. So Hillbilly, he took it upon himself to also make me a couple of targets. And again, practice targets. This one's here. These are a little bigger. So if you're not quite shooting at this level, then you got these. And then also we got these, which are just a little bit bigger. So, and again, my logo's at the top. So appreciate Hillbilly doing that. But then he takes it a step further, and he knows that we all like lot testing ammo. So Hillbilly made 2 different targets, and since I've had my channel going, I've had 2 different logos. And the best thing about YouTube and is these guys like to help each other. So No Pro, I didn't have a logo, so No Pro made this logo for me a while back, and Gizzard Gary made this logo for me when I first got started. So Hillbilly made me 2 different targets, each with my logo, and they're both the same. So you're group testing, and you got spots for 4 group sizes, and then out here at the end, you have a line to average it out. And you got siders at the top. So you can shoot your siders to get your bore warm, and then come down here and shoot your groups, and then average. Again, if you want any of these targets, my email is toyotachad@outlook.com. You can email me and I will get those over to you. Now this one here, you will have to contact NoPro. This is his latest target that I may try tomorrow. And this is the Baker's Dozen Fun Challenge. Looked like a pretty neat little target to me, so I may try to shoot that tomorrow. So what am I going to shoot that with tomorrow? Well, I'm going to show you. So I did a video not too long ago about a CZ455 that I acquired, and it shot pretty good, but it shot good because I made a temporary bedding in the stock, and I made it by folding up aluminum duct tape that you use on ductwork, and I made a basically a pillar block inside the stock to get it up off the stock because it was not free floating. And that was just to test the gun to see if it would shoot better if it was bedded. So Justin made me some aluminum pillars, and here is the products that I used. You can see the aluminum pillars are there just to the left of the neutral shoe polish. Got JB Weld, and we got epoxy, and then he also made me a couple of all threads with nuts on them that are the same thread pattern as the action screws, so that when I bedded the rifle I could use those instead of my action screws. So to start the process, we used this gun. Actually, that's the wrong picture. This is the stock before I bedded it. So this is what it looks like before bedding and before pillar blocks. Okay, these thumbnails are so small, and this is the gun right here, CZ455, and then I mixed up the epoxy, and I put the pillars in, and then I mixed up JB Weld. You can see right here, and after I put the pillars in last night, let them cure overnight, and then I put the neutral shoe polish all over the action as a release agent. And there's my first bedding job that I've ever attempted. And I got some video clips where I'm going to put a full video together of this and actually going out and shooting it. But it is now bedded in that stock. It is a great fit, and it is free floated from front to back. And I feel like that this rifle is really going to perform now, especially after what we saw by testing it out. So Mike in the pre-chat was talking about his swap meet tomorrow, and he said he needed to make some money to recoup what he spent on his new Anschutz. And if you haven't seen Mike's new video, he has acquired a new Anschutz, and he acquired a really nice shooting Anschutz, and it is flawless on the stock. The wood looks amazing. It's a beautiful rifle. But Mike was complaining about his big purchase. Let me show you my big purchase, which happened today. So I need something to ride. I need something to ride to these matches that me and Justin's been traveling to. So I went today. I bought me a pickup truck, and I've already personalized it. You can see it's got a big Kentucky Rimfire and Hobbies license plate on the front, and a big Kentucky Rimfire and Hobbies air freshener, and Kentucky Rimfire and Hobbies decal on the back glass. So we've already personalized the truck, and I love this little truck. I mean, it's a great truck. I like it a lot. It's been well taken care of,
Sure.
and it's very nice truck. So there's my big purchase, Mike. So I need to recoup some money too.
Sell a few more of them air fresheners, and then you can recoup the money.
Is Blondie for sale now?
No, no.
I'm sure there's a lot of people that want to know what next to last place smells like.
Oh, it's getting deep in here.
Oh.
I got some first place finishes, but you know, if you ain't first, you're last. So
you walked into that one, Chad.
I got you. All right. So the last thing that I want to talk about before we get into the interview with Brock, and I mentioned this the other night. It may not have been on this live. It may have been on my members only live, but we have a shoot coming up September the 13th, and this is Kenny Blackburn. He was a member of our range, and we lost Kenny this year. He was a kidney transplant patient, and he got sick in the hospital, and he got septic, and he never made it home. So at the end of every year, I have a last match of the year, and I've always called it the hot dog shootout because we make hot dogs, and Bruce makes homemade hot dog chili, and everybody comes to get the hot dog chili. And I decided to rename that match. It's no longer the hot dog shootout. It's the Kenny Blackburn Memorial, because he supported me in the Rimfire shoot. He was at the majority of the shoots that I've ever had, and he's made donations to help us build the range. His best friend that always came with him and brought him to the range, he donated all the stools, and that was Jim Hobbs. But I'm inviting anybody that wants to come shoot with us that day. You're welcome. We're going to have food. We'll serve food till we run out. If we need to go get more, we can go get more. And we're going to have door prizes. And Rimfire Dave up there put the idea in my head to start contacting some of these vendors online. So I've spent the last 2 weeks, and I've sent out countless emails for door prizes. Now, every year I go around locally and talk to local gun stores. We have a store here that's all about survival gear. It's called Aftershock Preparedness, and they sell freeze dried food and camping gear and all kinds of like off the grid stuff. They make a good donation to us every year. Most of the local FFLs make a donation, and I go around and I get those. But this year I wanted to go above and beyond, and I started sending out emails to all these companies that don't know me from Adam. And so far, I have got a yes from Shaw Barrels. I actually have a brand new 1022 Shaw Barrel over here. I got it today. They already sent it to me. I got patchworms on the way. I got several products from Kid Innovations on the way. Mueller Optics says they're going to send me something. We have a local FFL called the Castle, and they sell guns and they also sell jewelry. But they always write us 4 gift certificates every year so that people could come in and do business with them. So I got 4 gift certificates from them. If you've ever seen any of my 1022 videos, I have a couple of 1022s with the CST Action, that's Custom Shooting Technologies, and they are from right here in Kentucky, Baghdad, Kentucky, to be exact. They make a awesome billet receiver for a 1022, and he is sending me one to give away. So all the parts that kids send to me, from the list they sent me, it appears to be a bolt and charging handle, and we're getting a receiver for a 1022. We got a barrel for a 1022. So we're going to have all kinds of parts to put a 1022 together, and people's going to get the opportunity to win this. So, Mike, what's going to happen is all these parts are going to get given away, and we're probably going to end up having a swap meet at the end of the shoot because somebody's going to want to put that whole gun together. And last but not least, the only other confirmation that I have right now is from someone right here on this panel, and that is Leather Action 22. He has agreed to give me a gift card, and whoever wins that gift card gets a free set of leather scope caps made by Leather Action 22. So thank you to everyone that has donated so far. And hey, if you're sitting here under the sound of my voice and you know somebody that might want to donate, get with me, because I'm just trying to make it a better event for the shooters, and the more we have, the merrier. So come out and join us on September the 13th. It's for a good cause. Kenny Blackburn was an awesome man, an awesome member of the range. He was a board member of our range, and he's no longer with us. So this is about Kenny. So his nephew. If you
hadn't reached out to Vortex yet, Chad,
they got back with me, but I'm not sure what or if they're sending yet. They did act like they're going to. Yes.
Okay.
So
Chad, can I ask you a question, Chad?
What's that?
You know what we're working on. Should I make another trophy, and then am I allowed to win it? Just asking, you know.
Yes, and yes.
I'll talk to him. We'll do something with. Maybe we'll put Kenny on the winning plaque, and we'll do something for that.
And there you go, George. You've been called out in a side chat. Darwin Harris says that you and him should come to our last match. So I agree with Darwin Harris.
I do too. I second.
So,
what's the plan?
So we shoot USBR, and we have anything from a hunting class rifle to our classes are hunter, semi-auto, factory, precision, vintage, unlimited, and we also have a open sight class, which you don't want to shoot against Justin, trust me. And and then if somebody was to show up with a 17 HMR or a 22 mag or something like that, we have a high velocity class. We'll put those in also. So, so if you got a 22 rifle or a rimfire rifle, we got a class for you. So, come out and join us. It'll be a good time. I'm doing my best to get as many prizes as possible to give away at this match. And again, Kenny's wife was talking to her nephew. Kenny got his nephew involved in this, and he shoots with us. And since he passed away, his nephew's not been back. I'm trying to get him to get back out and shoot with us. And when I called and told him about what we're doing here and renaming it, he told me, he's like, man, you don't know what this means. He said his wife and I have been talking, and she wanted to do something in remembrance of him, and the fact that you all have already put it together for us is wonderful. So, you know, we took a burden off of them by doing this, and made their day better, I'm sure.
Awesome.
But during the first relay, we will only shoot on 7 benches. And bench number 6 will have Kenny's gun and Kenny's rest, and it will be set up, and we will have an empty bench, empty stool during the first relay. So
very cool.
It's cool.
What a great way to honor him.
Members here that's going to be at the match too, I think.
Yes, Hasbro is coming, and Brennan is coming, which is I just lost my train of thought on his channel name.
My nephew.
Yeah, your nephew.
General Ripper.
General Ripper. Yep.
Yep.
I've tried to find that a dozen times. You never get it to come up.
Yep. um, Hasbro, put Jenna Ripper's link up
Okay.
in the thing so George can find him. Also, Elijah he wants to come, but the last I heard, he's trying to get vacation days, and he thought he had somebody to cover him, but that fell through. So if he don't get coverage, Elijah may not be here. But J Delta 22 plans to come, so we'll
Yes.
have some YouTubers that you can meet if you want to come and show up. Mike Moore, I see you in the side chat. You guys are up there around Louisville. Come shoot with us. Anyways, I am done rambling with my announcements. Anybody wants any of those targets I showed, reach out to me. I'm going to take a break right here. And tonight, we're going to type Kenny in the side chat. And we'll let Hillbilly go ahead and start calling out the side chat before we get started drilling Brock.
Okay, here they're starting to come in here. So we got MN Shooting Sports. We got living in Southwest Virginia. Hasbro, Leather Action 22. We got Kentucky Rimfire and Hobbies. J Delta 22's out there. Kenny M in Kentucky. We got Rimfire Dave out there, the state champion. We got J Crow out there. So we got Darwin Harris, also helping man. And be careful, we got the YouTube censor out there also. And that's a better name than he had on Georgia Shooting Connection a while ago. So anyway, there's Southern Rifle. Welcome. Dale Pogue. We got Jason Mahoy out there also. And I think that's it so far. We'll see if somebody else.
That's all I'm seeing, unless somebody else jumps in. Yep. So,
no.
Brock, I'll let you start off by telling us a little bit about yourself, and then we're going to ask you about the things you don't want to tell us. So, how did you get started in the leather work, and how'd you get started into Benchrest shooting? I love the story about your start to Benchrest shooting. I know you said you went to a church shoot, and that's where you got kind of turned on to it, and that warms my heart that a church was having a rifle event, and I'm sitting here thinking about how can I do this with my church and get people involved. So yeah, go ahead and share a little bit with us, and then we'll start asking questions by going around the room.
So yeah, there's an outdoor group at church that I go to, and they decided to host a 22 match. They had 3 classes and had a Benchrest, and then a open sight, and then a 3-9 scope, and all of it was at 50 yards. And the actual Benchrest class, you shot our 50-50 cards. So I had a 10-22 and was just going to go up there and have some fun. And one of the guys taught me shooting up against the hand shoots and 52s and stuff. So you guys know enough about guns to know how that went. Got absolutely whooped. But went home and bought a Bergara. And about 5 or 6 guns later, I've got what I've got now, and haven't looked back. Can't get enough of it. Then my leather stuff, I wanted a holster. Could never find one because I'm left-handed, and couldn't find one that I liked. And I ended up going to Hobby Lobby one day and found one of them starter kits on leather stuff. Man, I'm just gonna try to make me a leather holster. It's blowing up from there, and now I'm making as much stuff as I can get out. So.
Awesome. I see Rustic Rimfire jumped into the side chat, so I want to make this mention. If you guys have seen my 2020 videos with the Springfield 2020, where I was able to get my 2020 to shoot, uh, Rustic Rimfire got him a 2020, and I watched his video that released today, and he is on fire with his as well. So he's done a few things to his, not the same as me. He took a different approach. He did have to send it back and get a new barrel from Springfield, but now that he's got his new barrel and some other tricks that he done, I seen him shoot. I believe it was a 0.3-inch group today with his Springfield 2020. So it's possible. So you guys go over there and check. Y'all go check out Rustic Rimfire 22 and see that new video of his Springfield. So
maybe that Eagle Eye guy will offer him $10,000.
Yeah. He better be careful. Somebody might actually take him up on that someday. So let's start off with Rimfire Dave. Dave, what kind of questions do you got for Brock?
Hi, Brock. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Dave?
I just want to know how you determine which brand of ammo you shoot.
Well, a lot of it just comes down to what I can get a hold of. And we know how hard Lapua and SK's been to get. So I bought Ely because that's what I could get. And I've had some pretty good luck with it. I mean, I've had some bad lots. I think this lot that I'm shooting now, I bought 20 lots and tested them, and I picked the best of that. But I've got some Lapua that I shoot. I just don't like shooting it because I don't want to use it all up because I don't have a whole lot of it. But that's the main reason that I'm shooting Ely right now, is just because that's what I can get. So.
Okay, thank you.
I used to shoot. I used to think 3 bricks of Lapua was a lot until I started shooting competitively, and 3 bricks of Lapua don't last long.
No, it don't.
So, Justin, how about you, buddy?
So you said a 1022 was your first, I guess, competition rimfire there. Describe that build. You know, was it a factory gun or was it built or what?
Well, it started out as a factory 1022 when I had it at the shoot. I had it in a one of them. Can't remember the brand of it, but it was like their kind of sporter style stock. I think it's called an Archangel or something like that.
Archangel, yeah, I got one.
Yeah. And it had a KSA barrel on it, a Keystone Arms barrel on it, and didn't know. Come here from Sycam about it. Put it together because it looked cool, and I think I was shooting CCI mini mags at the shoot. If that tells you anything.
You came a long way.
We've come a long ways, I can tell you that.
Boomstick's got a question over in the side chat for you, Brock. He says, "What do you think about lot testing? I've never seen a difference between one bucket of bullets and another bucket of bullets."
Well, if you're shooting bucket of bullets, you may want to weigh them and use the lighter one. It'll be a little slower.
You're shooting bucket of bullets. You're playing a tune, and every now and then you're going to get a sour note. So the Bagara, did I hear you once before? It ended up with a truck axle barrel on it.
It hasn't got it on there yet, but it's getting one. It's getting an 1.25 22-inch barrel on it here real soon.
Okay.
So I got to keep sanding on the stock to get this barrel to fit. Because it's going to stay in that factory stock because I'm left-handed, so it's a left-handed Bagara. So there's not very many stock options for it.
See, we got Garage Guy 879 joining us over in the side chat from over there in Virginia. How you doing tonight, buddy?
Don't the
So,
Megara use a Remington style stock?
Do what?
Don't the Megara use a Remington style stock?
Yes. And I looked at some left-handed ones, but most of them that are the left-handed stocks are just like the standard wood ones, and I want something that has a lot of adjustment in it that can shoot.
Bob's like hillbilly George. He shoots out the wrong eye.
There you go.
Yep.
Stocks. I think have a pretty decent target stock.
Yeah, I've looked there, and I can't remember the other brand that had one I was looking at. Just for cost purposes, I'm gonna try to see if I can get this factory one, to work. So I'll sand it out and then probably fill in the forearm with JB weld or something to stiffen it back up.
Good
deal.
So next question is going to come from Steve over there in Southwest Virginia. Don't forget to unmute your mic, buddy.
You mentioned that you had a KSA barrel on that 1022. I've got one that I bought a few years ago, and I just struggled to get that thing to shoot. How did you like the KSA barrel?
I don't have it anymore, if that tells you anything. I never could get it to do anything. I mean, like I said, the shooting mini mags obviously didn't help me out at all. But once I kind of learned a little bit about Benchrest, I tried to do some lot testing with it. I couldn't really get anything to shoot like I was wanting out of it. I mean, I know it's a semi-automatic, but it still wouldn't. It still would just throw some, and it wouldn't make any sense. And you couldn't get it out of it. And that when I bought that Megara, it was just day and night difference. I parted ways with that. Moved on to something else.
So how about you, Mike?
All right, so you kind of play around with a few different rifles and classes, it sounds like, but like if you had to pick one rifle that could cross over out of your classes, which rifle would you stick with?
Well, my 2500 it's hammering right now, but I'd probably have to say my Anschutz 54 just because it was my first actual Benchrest gun, and I got my first win with that gun, and it's got a special place in my heart. And I think if I had to stick to just one, I'd stick to that one.
Good answer.
Figured you'd like that one.
54s and Mark IIs, baby.
So Mike Moore brings up an interesting point, and I've seen it myself because I got a semi-auto that shoots really well, and I held top score for a couple of years. But semi-autos can hang with bolt guns with enough tuning, and go look at the national listings. Mike actually posted one this week of ABRA Nationals, and in the unlimited class, which is some semi-autos, there's some people that are sitting up top, and Mike being one of them, and he's like sitting at Mike is at 6th in the nation right now, and unlimited, and then another guy that I know, Brett Caven, he's sitting around 8th or 9th in the nation with his semi-auto. So semi-autos are not to be underestimated,
especially a full Benchrest one. Some of them just straight up hammer.
Yep. So Hasbro.
So of all the lot testing you've done, what is your favorite lot and type of Aguila? This is to help Hillbilly out.
You mentioned.
I hate to say this, but I've never lot tested any of those.
So there's Mike's answer to that. He's sitting at 6th in the country and 1st in Kentucky with semi-auto.
There you go.
Right.
Yep.
So seriously, on semi-auto, what's the smallest group you've shot? We'll say 5-round group.
You talking to me or you talking to Mike in the side chat?
No, I'm talking to you.
Talking to you.
I don't really know. I had that 1022 and I haven't messed with another semi-automatic Benchrest gun since.
He gave up. He gave up on it.
Look at George Green.
Well, because Chad and I were going back and forth because we both have some that at times will be, you can't believe it's a semi-auto. You know, I was just wondering how you'd work yours out. So.
Now there's a guy that's got it's a Joe Chacon built Benchrest one for, ABRA. And you can shoot it, 5-shot group in just a couple seconds. And every now and then it'll just one hole 5 shots. It's pretty darn impressive.
Yeah.
Cool.
Darwin Harris says, "Do they even have lots?"
I don't think so.
Not many right now.
You might get a year of production.
You still have that semi-auto?
Box.
I think what we're getting right now, Darwin's what they're picking up off the floor.
Cousin Cooter works there now.
Yeah.
You still have that semi-auto, Brock?
No, that first one, I bought that Bagar, got it in, had it about a week, and said, okay, well, I had a buddy that was wanting that 1022, and I said, you can have all of it you want. So,
you don't own any of them?
I've got just a factory 1022 that, it's just I use for a squirrel gun and stuff. And then I've got a Savage 64. They came out with a left-handed one of those, so maybe in left-handed I had one.
Steve's
you can answer like the rest of us. I don't have one.
Yeah.
Steve's over here in the side chat. He says, I bought some Magilla for my 6.5 Creedmoor, and it had lots of space between the both of them. They have lots of flyers. Here we go. Yeah. So, Hillbilly.
Did Jose go already?
I think we skipped Jose.
So,
yeah, I think we skipped Jose.
I think the order changed. You messed with the order again? Somebody drop out?
No, you just skipped Jose.
You just skipped him.
Oh. Well, let's go to Jose's. Since you're not prepared, you just go back to chewing on your pencil. Jose, go ahead, buddy.
Hi. Hey, bro. Good night. So you shoot just Benchrest or you do PRS also?
So I shoot a little bit of PRS. My main focus this year has been
Benchrest.
Just Benchrest stuff. But once I get this barrel on this Bagara, I'll start. I'm gonna try to start doing that a little more next year and all that stuff. There's a place about 2 hours from here that has like nightly PRS matches and stuff. So they shoot, just with targets lit up and stuff, and it's pretty cool. So I'd like to try to start going to some of those.
And the question was on that question is, when you shoot a different distance, do you adjust your reticle or you do holdovers?
So it depends on how different the distances are. So you got your different stages. So, if there's a stage where you start out at like 40 yards and you end up at like 200 yards, I'm going to adjust my scope.
Okay.
If it's a stage like at the match that I've shot at, the place we shoot at, there's a stage where you shoot 75 yards and 95 and you alternate. For those, I'll just hold over a little bit because they're pretty close.
Okay.
So it just depends on what the different distances are.
So, Brock, you said your primary focus is mainly Benchrest and the ARA, so there's a reason for that. So you're sitting up there in the rankings as well in your state, right? Where are you sitting at right now?
Well, they're doing so. The way ARA scores their stuff, they have a cut line, and you have to shoot 20 cards in your state to be over that cut line. So, right now with that last shoot that we had, it was windy as crap. I think I'm third right now in the state. But then once, like the guy that's in first, he shot one match. And so he shot a really high score because the conditions were really good.
Mm-hmm.
So there's 3 or 4 of us that are going to get over that cut line at the next shoot. And right now I'm up on the other guy by 56 points. So I should be back in first after the next shoot. So.
Well, good. Keep working at it. I hope you do well. So now, Hillbilly, are you ready?
Yeah, you betcha. I just gonna ask you, what's some of the tougher things you've had to kind of overcome, if it is, just the actual shooting part personally, or, a certain rifle, trigger, barrel, or something? Like,
Well,
just
like actual, just trying to make myself more accurate shooting in the wind. I mean, I think everybody's gonna kind of say that. But the problem that I have is I try to shoot a Benchrest card in about 2.5 minutes. So trying to force myself to slow down and take time, learn my equipment. So there for a while I was spending a little bit of time with this gun, then I'd switch guns, and it's really hard. And Chad has talked about this some too. It's really hard to get really good with one gun if you're never just using the one gun.
Yep.
So when I made my one gun my main focus, it all kind of came full circle and started coming together.
Yep. Got Ron 2A Matters joined us. Hello, Ron. And TJ Fishing over there saying hello. He's over in Australia. He's got a video out there recently of doing some lot testing. George, you got another question?
Yeah. Nothing to do with the rimfire stuff, but the leather stuff. Say a guy wants to get into leather work, just for himself, just to do some stuff. Is there any recommendations there?
Oh yeah. So the way I got started, Hobby Lobby is really close to us here, so I bought some leather from there, get it at a pretty reasonable price, and I started watching Weaver Leather Supply on YouTube. Watched a lot of their. They got a series called The Leather Element, and it gives you a lot of pointers on what to do and the certain steps you need to do things to keep it from, keep your stuff from coming out all tacky and having issues that you don't want to have. And the guy they have doing that, his name is Chuck Dorset, and the way he explains stuff is, I mean, it's crazy how fast you can pick something up when you've got somebody like that teaching you how to do it. So if you're wanting to get into it, or somebody that's wanting to get into it, I'd highly recommend Weaver Leather Supply, even ordering leather from them. Same thing with watching their YouTube. It sure helped me out a whole lot. Still is.
Good deal.
Appalachian says he needs to slow down too, but it's hard to slow down when they're laying in there. So I have that same problem, especially when I'm shooting my semi-auto. If I get into a good condition, and when I say condition, I mean wind and lighting and all that. If I get into a good condition and I'm driving that 10 ring, then I find myself speeding up, trying to race that condition, and sometimes that'll get you in trouble because that condition will change and you don't see it. So yeah, slowing down is tough to do, especially shooting semi-auto.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's go back to the top. Dave.
Well, you talk about shooting fast. I shoot as fast as I can without hurrying.
Like it.
That's good.
Oh,
That's good. Yeah.
and it's like I said, when the conditions are there, I rattle them off, but I look at the condition prior to each shot. But anyways, my other question is, what kind of rest do you use with your shooting ARA?
So I have a heavy PQP joystick rest,
Okay, good
and,
man.
and I've got
Dave has the same
the
rest.
fuzz button top on.
So, Dave, it turns out that Brock lives pretty close to someone that is experienced and is top of the food chain in this ARA shooting. And what was his name, Brock?
Well, they're really close to Bob Cleveland and Richard Gorham. So
Yeah,
those are two guys been helping me
so
out a lot.
yeah, Brock got to spend some time with Richard Gorham and go over and shoot with him, and Richard Gorham uh, help him really pull it together and start getting better. So he's had a mentor, kind of like you did when you came down here. You helped me a whole lot. So, Justin, you got a question?
What's the biggest match you've ever shot in so far, Brock?
Well, I guess that'd have to be Nationals last year, and believe it or not, that was my first official Benchrest match, which I wouldn't necessarily recommend.
Wow,
But
you jump straight to fire.
I went for it all, that's for sure. But it was, kind of like you guys were talking about with that match that you guys went to, just the way that people are willing to help you and so there was 127 people at that shoot last year, and we didn't really meet anybody that just wasn't willing to help you, and that right there, even though I shot like crap, it made that trip so worth going. And I'd recommend it. Any of you guys or anybody else watching, that if you hadn't been to a big shoot, go for it. It doesn't matter where you finish. You'll come away smiling. I can tell you that.
Yep, you'll learn something.
Oh yeah.
Dave, TJ Fishing says his front rest it holds 6 beer cans.
Stubbies. TJ will know what that means. A slab of stubbies.
Yeah. So, looks like George fell off. Maybe he'll come back. Mike, what do you got?
I didn't realize you're a left-handed shooter. So, and the rifle behind you right now is a right action. It looks like a right-hand bolt. So, do you shoot all right-hand bolt actions other than that Bergara you were talking about, or?
Well, if they make a left-handed one, I'm gonna own it for the most part. But I've just shot right bolts, all my life, and especially for Benchrest. So my hand shoots, it's right bolt, right port. Well, I hold on to it when I shoot, so I can hold on to it with my left hand and keep on target as I use my right hand to open the bolt, load a bullet in it, and close it. And to me, it's easier for me just because, like the way they make the right bolt left ports for right-handers, so they can sit there and watch that single load as they load it every time. For me, just a standard hand shoots, it's right bolt right port is the same way necessarily. So, I kind of prefer them being right bolt right port. And then the 2500, it's a right bolt left port, and so I can shoot it, kind of like you guys shoot it, but since the loading ramp is so smooth on it, I don't have to fiddle with trying to make sure the bullet goes in there. I drop it in the tray and close the bolt. So for me, it ended up being really smooth and really easy where I don't have to fiddle with it. So it helps a lot.
But all the combs on your stocks are going to have a comb for a left cheek, probably, correct?
For the most part. So when I had the factory stock on my 54, it didn't have the thumb hole in it like yours does. So we sanded it down because somebody had cut the length of pull on that stock to like 9 inches. I don't know if it's for a kid or what. So when I bought that, we went ahead and added to the back of it, and then took that comb off and rounded it off and made it to where it fit my hand, being left-handed. So
So this question's for everybody in the group. Says, what do y'all consider the best one-piece rest? Well, I've only shot on one, and mine is a James Pappas rest. And I'm sure Dave might have an opinion about a one-piece rest. What's the best, Dave?
Oh boy, I had a Pappas, I had a Randolph, a PQP. They're all good. I don't think there's the best one out there. If you can get a one piece rest, I think you'll like it.
I think commercially available, the PQP is probably the easiest one to obtain.
Yes, right. The rest are tough to get a hold of.
Yeah. Out of production, a lot of them.
yeah, Arnold rest is pretty good too.
Appalachian says Cliff Arnold, but they're hard. They're all good. And
Yeah, Arnold, I had a Cliff Arnold. It was a very good rest.
yeah, and Mike Moore says one-piece rests are great.
Yes, they are.
I've had a lot of comments on my YouTube channel about the one-piece rest and people saying that there's no skill in that. Sit down and try to shoot off one and see how accurate you are, because
You got to read conditions.
You still got to read them conditions. That one-piece rest will not put you in the 10 ring. If it did, I'd be winning every one of them. So. Bedrock rests, Mike says. So there's a lot of good options out there. Yeah, Mike's got some of them Flintstone rests. Go check out his videos. He's got some.
Petrified and everything.
So Hasbro, I think we're up to you. What's your question?
Of all the actions I'm going to give you Chad's question because he couldn't answer it. Of all the actions you have or you've shot, what's the best?
In my opinion, a 2500X, hands down. Just for the fact, I've shot turbos, I've shot some Swindlehursts, I've shot a 10X. Just for me, it's hard to beat how smooth the 2500X action is. And for me, it being smooth, it just feels right. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a lot of the other ones. They all shoot good. But for me, not just necessarily saying that because I own one, but I sat down before I bought this one and shot a bunch of people's guns that would let me, and it's just the one I would go with.
Boomstick's got another question for you over here. He says, question for Brock. What size leather belt would you recommend for Hasbro when he puts a whooping on Chad?
I did not encourage that. I like it. But
yeah.
I have to get back to you on that one. That's a good question.
Well, I ain't as big as I used to be. So, all right. So where was we? The order changed again because George came back. So let's go back to no. I think we're Jose and then Steve gets a shot.
Yeah. Okay. So you're shooting mostly Ely because it's available.
Yep.
Which one of those Elys is doing best for you now?
Team, baby. That is my ammo right now. No, I've got since your team and your match and your 10X is all the same stuff, it's just how it grades.
Right.
I lot tested all of them, and I just got lucky with a lot of team that's just hammering, especially when it's warm, pretty warm outside, and it's been pretty warm outside. It shoots great, and then my backup lot is a lot of losing match.
So TJ Fishing answered the question for you. He said extra large. So, extra large belt.
All right.
And Appalachian says, I have a Turbo V3 and a 2500. The 2500 is smoother and easier to buy springs and other parts for.
Yeah, that's true. You can change everything out on a 2500 bolt, especially, so it goes a long ways too.
Yep. All right, Steve, it's your turn.
Brock, have you ever competed in any center fire competitions? And if not, is that something that you're looking at doing in the future?
Well, it's kind of like that bright light that bugs go towards. I'm trying to stay away from it, just because I know how I was just gonna start shooting local matches with 22s.
Now you're trying.
Then I know where I'm at now. But no, they have some center fire. They shoot like 1 mile, pretty close to here, and there's a couple guys that I shoot rimfire with that have offered to bring me a gun and stuff. And I'd like to do it at some point, but I haven't shot an actual center fire match yet.
Yeah, so Columbia Mountain Kennel says medium husky belt. Everybody's want to see me get a whipping. So, guys, y'all been hanging around Justin too long.
2,000 subscriber benchmark.
Real quick, I'm going to pause right here because right now I'm seeing a number that I don't think I've seen since I've started this show. We got 39 viewers right now, so I appreciate each and every one of you taking the time to come over and check us out, and I appreciate the ones participating in the side chat. Don't forget to give us a like over there on our live stream. So where are we now? I think we're back to Hillbilly.
Okay. So I was thinking now, if somebody come up to you, from church or whatever, and said, "Man, I want to get into this, precision rimfire, Benchrest shooting. I ain't got a whole lot of money." What would you tell them?
Well, a CZ 457 is always a pretty good option. I mean, there's a lot of non-custom guns that can shoot some really good scores. So I mean, probably I'd recommend scope. I'd probably recommend one of the Vector Sentinels, 40 powers. I don't think that there's much better with that magnification for that price, especially when they run their stills. And then, like I said, I would probably go CZ 457 just because you can do so much with them, and you can either build them, put Benchrest stuff on them, or build them for PRS or both, and so you can start out with a really good factory style gun that you can take a long ways from there.
So Jeff Lee says, what's the best barrel in your opinion? So I think if you look at the leaderboards and what they're shooting, you're going to see that probably a Schilling barrel is probably top notch. But the problem is they're hard to get. They're out of stock. So you get what you can get for most part. Like when Dave built my rifle, the only thing available was a Benchmark 2-groove, and that's what he went with. And then he just built a rifle recently with a Brooks barrel. So they're starting to make some comeback as far as availability. But if you look at the leaderboards, I'm going to say Schilling is at the top of the food chain. So anybody beg to differ on that?
Nope.
Teach it.
So Randy K says, great show, good stuff. Welcome, Randy. And Darwin Harris says, good answer, Brock. because
Wow.
Darwin has a CZ 457 that is a top contender. I'll tell you that. I've seen it with my own eyes.
I think that guy from Indiana, Hasbro, he's got one too. It's pretty hot.
Dude,
We're not-
maybe.
Man, did you have to get that started again? I mean,
Oh,
he
Justin, you
just-
started it.
He
Yeah.
just laid
Mark too.
down.
He
Did your
just started it.
Your mama never told you not to wake a sleeping dog? Come on.
I was reluctant to say CZ 457 for that reason because I knew you got to turn around and show that trophy.
I'm resisting. I'm saving that for next month.
All right, George, get us a question out there. Change this subject. Get us going, buddy.
well, since we've established that Schilling's probably the better barrel, what who did you have any mentors like getting into it other than like actual Benchrest?
I think you might have fell off when he answered that. He had a couple of mentors. If you want to name them again, Brock, they
Lord,
live
everybody
close.
froze up at me.
Looks like Brock froze up.
Froze up. Yep.
Brock's froze. Brock's gone. Look, imagine that. We was too hard on him, fella.
I got kicked off a while ago too.
Yeah. So he's back right here. So
Everything's
Brock did.
really bad tonight.
We all can't
Brock-
have internet at the same time.
He
Yeah, we
he's
crashing the
still
internet.
circling. I know George. One of the guys he said was a Gorman. What? He lives really close to him, and he got to spend some time with him.
They're both national
Oh, Bill,
Yeah.
level shooters.
Who is it?
good
I
deal.
can't think of the other guy, but
Yeah.
they're both.
Yeah. So he has had a couple of mentors to help him along. So Jay Crow says you are a hoot, and then Leather Action is also in the side chat saying I am frozen. Well, turn the heat on, buddy. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
that's what happened. We turned the heat on with the questions, and he got nervous.
It's firing pretty good.
We'll give him just a minute to jump on. Anybody got something they want to talk about briefly while we're waiting on him?
Yeah, I think it was when Justin asked about the other CC457.
Jose, I thought you and I were friends.
You're my brother. No, but I'm just saying he brought that up and he got scared. That's when he put. I'm not just kidding.
Yeah, well, Hasbro may or may not have a good shooting 457.
He put enough money into it, I can tell you that.
Mhm.
Yep.
Money Pit 457.
Hey,
Yep.
Mike, it's funny that you say that. I listened to a thing on the radio the other day. AOL dial-up still exists,
I know
Yes.
it does.
Really?
but it's going away in September.
Aw.
I forget how many customers they used to have. It was like
300
millions. Now
The
they're
entire
down to
country.
like 157,000 or something like that. But those people are going to have to find a new option sometime in September because AOL is going away.
I thought you was gonna say 157 people got like locked up there or something.
Hillbilly's one of them.
So Brock's over in the side chat answering questions. He says, I like Mueller barrels. So there.
Yeah,
that
I got a
answered
couple
that.
of those. Yeah, I got one on my CC and one on my remix.
But again, they're hard to find.
Mm-hmm.
Hard to get a hold of.
Hey Brock,
So-
you might try turning your video off. Sometimes that helps, buddy. On
Yeah,
that.
just come back with an avatar, buddy. So Hasbro, would you like to tell us what all's done to your winning 457?
We don't have
It's what all's not done. The only thing left is the bolt handle, not the bolt knob, the bolt and the receiver. Everything else has been changed. So the KRG Bravo chassis, not the best, but good. Lilja 23-inch barrel. That's the biggie. Timney trigger. And then I got an Archon on top of it, which does perfectly good. They're better, but it does perfectly good. But it's more, you get that combination, and then you're going to spend time just figuring out what it really likes and getting the headspace set just right.
And Jay
So
Crow,
I tuned it to 10x. So
Jay Crow has a question over here. Anyone have experience with a Benchmark 3 groove barrel? Dave, do you have?
I do. I have them on two of my rifles, 3 groove and 2 grooves, and in my opinion, they're the best.
Now, Dave, you know that 2 grooves don't exist.
I know. All right, 2.5 groove.
So I got a video out. I got a video out of my blonde, and I said that it had a Benchmark 2 groove barrel on it, which it does. And somebody told me that they'd never heard in their life of a 2 groove barrel, and I was like, well, go over to Kilo Shooting Sports and check them out because they're for sale. They're for sale right now. That the reason that it was built with a 2 groove because that's the only thing that was available at that time. And then the person had the nerve to email Dave personally and tell Dave, why are you telling people this? Do you know they don't make them? Oh, these people, they never cease to amaze me. Hey, Brock's back.
I'm back.
Whose turn is it? Dave's turn. He's waving his hand.
Yes.
I don't know what happened.
You know what question I'm going to ask him? All right, Brock, are we a clean gun shooter or never clean shooter?
We are a very clean gun shooter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I shoot one card, clean it, shoot another one.
Good deal.
So, Justin.
Well, you shoot those cards in 2 minutes, so you got plenty of time to clean them.
I got time to clean it, go get a snack, come back, watch some more.
Yeah.
There you go.
You got 18 minutes left to clean.
Everybody else is still getting their bolt in.
I know.
So,
I'm telling you, that last match, the wind kind of died down and I shot it like 3 minutes and 40 seconds.
I'm
You was
getting
right.
done with my ciders over here, and Brock's putting his gun away.
I was shooting as fast as I could shoot. I can almost shoot a whole card in a YouTube short.
Wow.
You ought to do that sometime. You ought to try that.
I think I need to.
Yeah, I would. He'll get a million hits.
All right,
you
so
better
what
do it. You better do it
go.
before someone else does now.
I know it.
Here it goes. Dave's opened up a can of worms. What is your cleaning process between cards?
oh,
Okay. So I get done cleaning my card, I shoot with a bloop tube. So I spin my bloop tube off. I run a 3-inch patch. I've got a 3D printed head on it. Don't see that or not, but this thing, and put a 3D printed dill on there and twist that around in your tube. Clean that, clean the inside of my tuner with a 2-inch patch. Don't use any solvent or nothing on the tube or the tuner. Just wipe the powder and stuff out of it. And then I run a wet patch. Then I run a brush all the way through it and back. Then I go just inside the chamber, back and forth about 3 times. And then I go wet patches. Normally it's about 4 wet patches and then a dry patch, and I'm good to go.
Yes.
Deal, mate. Get her
That's the
done.
way. He cleans that chamber.
Yes, I
what
do.
products do you
that
use?
matters.
That's
What
right.
solvents?
So I use the Pro Shot One Step cleaner. It's red. It's a red bottle. And then if my carbon ring gets bad, I don't ever do it in the middle of a match, but every now and then I'll use some of that that Vortex.
Yeah.
Rimfire blend.
That works.
I don't have to use it a whole lot just because I keep it so clean for the most part. But every now and then I'll I've got a bore scope. I'll bore scope it after every match and check it. And if it's kind of building up a little bit, I'll clean it out really good.
So Helping Man's trying to make Hasbro's head swell just a little bit more. He says, now I know why I like Hasbro. He has a good sense of humor, and his preference is CZ457s, the best value 22 LR boat action in the world.
Woo! That's a big
Out of
show.
the box competitive. That's true.
Wow.
But,
Okay.
There
but,
are others.
Oh boy.
but, it got beat by a Savage Mark II.
Ooh.
My own Savage Mark II.
Still, it got beat by a Savage Mark II.
With a kid behind the trigger. And it got the same exact score. Just different number of X's.
I don't know if I'd underestimate the kid or not.
I wouldn't either. And I wouldn't
Yeah, so-
underestimate that Mark II. That's the reason I shot it.
So Jeff Lee is engaging tonight. I like it. He's asking questions. Free recoil or not, Brock?
So I've tried both. I've tried anything from the band, letting it slide way back, to where it's locked down to where you can't pull it off that rest. But I've got it to where when you shoot, it comes off that stop. Just enough to come off that way. When you push it forward, you can feel it go back forward. And it seems to work out the best for me. It seems like if I lock it down, and this is just what I've seen. Obviously try it. Your gun may like lock down, some don't. But if I shoot it a little too tight, it will be hammering, and then it'll throw a 25. It'll throw one about every 5 or 6 shots.
But you hold your gun, don't you? You say?
Barely. I hold my hand shoots, but my hand shoots I only really ever shoot off of the 2-piece. Because when we shoot the R50/50 cards, we have to shoot off of a 2-piece.
Well, next time maybe try Mike's new hold for his hand shoots. We might try that. See how it works for you.
Next time we see him in that gun, it's going to have the sanding mark.
Yeah.
Now I like Hasbro because Mike took a little stab at me earlier, so now I like you, Hasbro. Thank you.
Hasbro redeemed itself.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
All right, so who was next? I've lost track here. Justin, yeah.
My turn. So, give us on the panel and your viewers, give us a tip for improving our accuracy and becoming a better Benchrest marksman.
Practice wind.
Yeah.
Good one.
That's the answer. Yes, sir. That's the answer.
That's a good
Yep.
one.
The only other thing I could say is you've got, let's say, 50 different people. They're going to give you 50 similar opinions, but every one of them is going to be a little different. In this sport, try everything, because something that works for somebody else may not quite work for you.
Then learn your rifle, probably.
Yep. Well, yeah. Learn what your rifle likes, but take all the information you can, because, if it doesn't work, at least you tried it.
Yeah, there could be something in it. Yep.
Yeah, like I said on the last show, I believe, when me and Justin went to the ABRA match, it was straight up headwind all day long. And Justin, at our range, we never have a headwind. It's always a crosswind. Sometimes you'll have a tailwind, but most of the time it's crosswind. So we shot out of our element that day. As far as headwind goes, that was a different experience for us. So let's see. Columbia Mountain Kennel says, "What elevation are you at where you shoot?"
Well, he lives in Oklahoma, if that tells you anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know the exact number on that, and we shoot all over, so I think I'll shoot in 7 or 8 different states this year, and so I don't. Basically, pretty much everything. And if your question, or the second part to your question, is wondering how much everything changes at different elevations, from what I've seen, if you've got it in tune, your ammo may not like certain, humidity or temperature as well. But for the most part, I haven't really seen it change that drastically. I hope it helps.
I got an email from Rob Burke requesting targets. I will get those out to you just as soon as we end the show. So, let's see. Hasbro, you're next.
Well, sorry, I had to sneeze. What is the most difficult competition you've shot? Style of competition?
I'd say probably PSL, just professional shooting league. It's
Oh yeah.
I don't have any of them, but they're best edge scoring, like ARA or not ARA, like our 50-50 and stuff. So it's opposite of ARA, but I don't know the exact measurements, but the PSL are just a little bit smaller than the ARA.
Yeah.
Those I cannot stand them little red dots.
It's tough, though.
Is that the lifesaver target, basically?
Yeah, pretty much.
You're shooting for the hole.
Yeah, you got to hit, and they suck. I think my best one on one of those is a 2314 X's, something like that.
Shit, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll move along here because by the time we get through the panel this time, it'll probably be about time to bring this thing to a close. So, Hillbilly, what you got?
He's
Unmute
muted.
yourself, babe.
Yeah. So now that you take your girlfriend shooting with you, is any of that changed? I mean, it's like you got to buy guns for two people now, or what?
Oh yeah, I'm building her a gun right now. I get a backup gun out of the deal, so I'm not too upset about it.
There you go.
There you go.
And if she's interested in it now, then later on maybe she won't fuss as much if I go to a shoot. So
There you go.
And hopefully she don't like it as much as you do.
yeah, me too. My pocketbook says that. I can guarantee you.
Well, you don't want her beating you either.
No,
Oh, that'd be like nephew beating Hasbro, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I'd probably never hear the end of it.
Son, buy me a new brick of the Pula.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. And she's gonna say, Brock, honey, I don't want any of that Center X. I want exact.
Yeah. Or 10X.
Is exactly
Or
what you're
10X.
gonna get.
She wants to get you.
10X. Yeah.
That's when you tell her Aguila is the premium stuff and you give her some of that.
So I hope she likes orange because Evie Club is the way to go.
God, don't be that mean to her.
No, she gonna have to learn to like team because I got a lot of it.
So, J Delta.
Yes, sir. So my 22s, most of my 22s that we do these matches is they're 20 pounds and up. How much your rifle weighs?
Excuse me.
You know, I've never weighed it. I don't really know. I'm gonna weigh that Bagara when I get done with it, just because I want to see, you know, exactly how heavy it is with that other barrel on there. That was an issue I could never get. I could never get it front heavy enough to set in bags on barricades, you know, in its factory setting well enough, you know, for me to like it, where I could just, you know, kind of set it up there and not have to mess with it. But I've never actually just, you know, weighed one of them. I know it's heavy, and I don't like lugging it around everywhere. I know that much.
Right. I'll tell you, they help a lot with recoil. I mean, because sometimes I do free recoil and hardly moves.
Yeah.
Good deal.
So, Vanessa Kitty has jumped on here. Better late than never. And Jeff Lee says, I shoot a factory CZ457 at the moment. I'm looking to buy a custom Outlaw light gun soon. Any recommendations on a builder?
What part
Go
of the
ahead,
country?
bro.
Bob the Builder.
There's a bunch of great builders out there. I know Dave just does it for a hobby, so um, there's
Mike
it's
Gross.
Say it.
we got Mike Gross here in Kentucky that really is really good at building rifles.
Mike Penrod is it, or Mark Penrod?
Yeah, Mark
Yep.
Penrod's
Yeah.
very good.
Mm-hmm. Jeff,
He's slowing down. Like he's not doing as many now.
well, Jeff says he's in Kentucky. So if you've ever been around the Coe-Tipple range over in Jackson, Mike Gross actually owns that range, and he is a builder, and he builds an excellent rifle.
He's won some national championships, I believe.
Mm-hmm. And there's
With his rifle.
Mike Moore has shot with him. He can second that. Yep. Right there you go. The guy's setting 6th place in the nation and 1st place in Kentucky, and he vouches for Mike Gross. So
Mike Moore approved.
Mike Moore approved. Yep.
Can't beat that, man.
Not at all.
Vanessa Kitty says she's getting 2 work sheds soon, maybe by the end of the fall, and then she can close out her storage unit and save some funds. Yep, that would be awesome. Those storage units are not cheap. So
No.
yeah, Jeff. Anytime, buddy. Mike, like I said, if you're I don't have his email or anything, but if you go to the Coe-Tipple, you will meet the man, and he's not what you'd expect. Like he's a plain Jane average Joe guy, very down to earth, and he's good at what he does.
And he'll talk to you and answer questions. Very nice guy.
Mm-hmm. Yep, absolutely. So we were at Steve.
Yeah, I think so. We talked about actions and barrels, but how about triggers? What's your preferred trigger and your preferred trigger weight?
Well, they don't make them anymore, but I'm a big fan of a jewel trigger.
Boy.
That's what's in this 2500. What you can get now for like it's talking from just like a unlimited Benchrest gun, a Bixen Andy. Pretty good. Now, if you want like a drop in, for like a CZ or making Remington 700s, which works for your custom guns too. Jard makes some pretty good triggers.
Mm-hmm.
And then I like a PRS rifle, I've got a 10 to hit. It's crisp. You can get it down. It says 8 ounces. Mine, I could only get down to about 10, but for that, it worked great. So
Dave turned me onto a Rifle Basics trigger. They're real nice too. You can get one that comes in a 2-ounce pull.
I've heard they're good.
Yep.
They are.
I've never messed with them.
I've got one in my 40X.
Hey, Mike, what about you, buddy?
Longest shot with the 22.
500 and I think it's 585 yards. We shot a PRS match, and it went out to 280. And we got done with the match, and one of the guys at the match was saying that a 22 wouldn't go past 300. That's why they only had matches at 280. So one of the guys was like, "Well, no, I can hit mine at 5," and I never shot anything further than 280 like we did at the match, and so we sat there and just shot as far, and we both hit the one at 580 or 585, whatever it was, and then he hit the 600. I couldn't quite hit the 600. I didn't have enough adjustment. I couldn't see it, so I was just kind of guessing at that point, but I could barely see at the very bottom of my scope, zoomed way out, 585 spot. So it's pretty cool watching it, like throwing a big curveball.
George,
Yeah, you got.
go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, you had time to go ahead and clean the rifle while the bullet was still in the air.
Time to flies.
Flies,
If you don't want it that far and then
Yeah.
try to shoot a Benchrest card,
Yeah.
then you watch it.
George, close us out with a good question there, buddy.
Well, you said you had a lot of Ely team.
Yes, sir.
I mean, talking about your girlfriend stuff. I mean, we love you a long time, GA.
help a brother out.
Well, may have to give that one some thought. I don't know.
We'll send you a link to buy some, George.
Yeah, I do that.
Hey, guys, I want to go around the room and let each one of you tell us what you got coming up, and we'll bring this to a close. But I want to say one final thing here. And man, tonight has turned out to be one of our best shows, I feel like. We call ourselves Let's Talk Benchrest with Kentucky Rimfire and Hobbies, and I think that's what you got tonight was an action-packed night full of nothing but Benchrest talk. And Mike Moore reached out to me this week, and I appreciate the kind gesture because Mike said, I appreciate what you're doing over there on your live because our sport does not get enough attention, and he is correct.
That's true.
I encourage each and every person sitting here listening to us tonight, anybody that's watching us later when they play this later on, if you have a match going on somewhere close to you, even if you're not ready to enter yet, you don't have the equipment, go set, watch, check it out, and you will not regret doing it. And at those matches, just like we have said here tonight, there is always someone willing to lend a hand, mentor, show you the do's and don'ts. Now, be careful with advice because all advice is not
competition.
all advice is not great advice, and we are competitive people. So, not saying that I would mislead anybody, but only Hasbro. So,
I was going to say just that. Yeah, he would do it to me, but
and Helping Man just added to what I said. He says, best live show. Thanks, Chad. So I appreciate everybody. So, Brock, I'll let you go first, man. What you got coming up?
Well, we leave next Wednesday morning for St. Louis. We'll be shooting the ARA Outdoor Unlimited Nationals. So that will be, I probably will not be on the live next Friday, but I will try to send score updates from the PSL on Thursday because we will shoot early Saturday morning we'll shoot 5 cards and then 3 cards on Sunday. So hopefully we can take some Ely team and finish up towards the top and whip up on some guys shooting exact and Midas. That'd be kind of nice.
You sure you don't want to show up Friday night because we're going to pick on Steve next week? I mean, you want to whip up on people? We're whipping up on Steve next week.
I may have to just get in the side chat that way. I don't have to.
That's a long old jog from where you're at to St. Louis, buddy.
Oh, I'm telling you. And then I get home. We'll get home on Labor Day late, and then I will leave out again the next Friday, and I will head to South Texas to go shoot the Texas State ARA match. So.
Columbia Mountain Kennels says keep them centered and good luck at nationals.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate it. We're gonna give it our best.
So, George, what you got coming up, buddy?
Not a lot in the next few days for sure. I've got to get my shooting perch rebuilt, so I don't have a lot there. But I'll take this just a minute to say, if there's anybody listening, no matter what state you're in or what country, if you're interested in shooting Benchrest matches, look at the Ultimate Benchrest Facebook page. I've made some posters on there, where I'll put my email in the chat right here, and get a hold of me. I don't care how big your range is. If you got 4 benches or more, you're good to go. Get a hold of me, and we will I'll send you some targets if you think you might be interested in starting a club shoot. That's what it is. Basically, what it is we've cut ammo consumption in half and the time to shoot in half. It's a fun game. So anybody interested in it, UBR, any of you clubs out there, let me know.
Not trying to toot my horn, but I have a video that just came out where I shot UBR with George. So check out that video if you're curious about how the match works. Go see that video. And just to mirror what George was just doing right there, guys, look here. I mean, this right here is what it's all about. This guy is sixth in the country and first in the state, and he's offering anybody that wants to get to know how to do this, and you don't have the stuff to do it. He will bring an extra rifle and he will loan it out and he will teach you. He will help you. He will mentor you. That's what this community is about. So I encourage anybody and everybody that is interested in doing Benchrest shooting, just find a place to go. There's always someone there that will help you.
Absolutely. We've
And I
got to
bet if
shoot.
you go to shoot, you will find somebody with a gun that you can use.
Right. We've got to match the 6th, another UBR. It's the 6th, Chad. The 6th. Yep. And anybody that wants to give it a try, you let me know. I will have you a gun and ammo there ready for you to use.
And real quick, Jeff Lee's got another question. Do you guys sort ammo or weigh or rim thickness? If you're buying a premium ammo these days, I don't think it's really necessary. If you just get onto a good lot, if some of the lesser expensive ammos, that might be a requirement to weigh it and sort it. Anybody agree or disagree with that?
I
You want to
agree
see
100%.
Yeah, exactly. If you want to see a really, really boring video, I have one on exactly that with all the deep dive and statistics, and weight sorting and rim sorting didn't do squat. Nothing significant. Buy good ammo.
Now, the time you would waste doing all that testing, you can just go and spend a little bit more money to buy better ammo.
That's right.
And,
Yep.
For the time.
Then you practice. Then you work on the jerk behind the trigger. Right.
Yep.
Good night, Rustic Rimfire. Congratulations on your Springfield 2020, buddy. I'm glad to see you got that thing shooting. Mike, what you got coming up, buddy?
Tomorrow we've got a yard sale. We're calling it. It's our first annual down at the gun club I belong to for 15 plus years. We're finally gonna have like a swap meet for all of us guys to get rid of and buy and sell and trade stuff and get rid of some things. So I'm looking to offload some stuff and maybe see if there's anything that I can't live without. Other than that, I'm gonna just spend some more time behind the trigger on the new super match and get that thing tuned up and ready to go for October here. I've got at the same range. It'll be my 7th annual rimfire match that I do at 100 yards down there. So I'm gonna shock the fellas this year with this rifle. So
got something for him.
I don't do good at those swap mates, Mike. I always find something that needs rescued and brought home. I just.
Well, you should get a ticket and come out because I got a whole tub of stuff that needs to be rescued. You might be able to piece something together by the time it's all done.
Thank you, Dean. I appreciate it, buddy. I appreciate it. All right, so Steve, what you got coming up? Unmute your mic. Unmute your mic.
Sorry, man. My wife's dog was barking there a minute ago, and I'm.
Oh, that's okay.
I've got a video that'll drop Sunday morning. It's 2 or 3 months late. It's a video shooting that Powder River Precision 1022 clone that my brother built. And I will say up front, I did not make the rifle look as good as it is, but I've not got much time behind it, and that's the first of my many excuses. Got a couple more come out later on next week of some challenge targets. And just wanted to thank you for having me again tonight. And Minnesota Mike, if you get tired of letting you and shoot, give me a holler, and we'll try to bring another one of your rifles to Virginia.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, y'all go check out Steve living in Southwest Virginia. He's just got into the making video side of it, and he's been doing a great job. He's like the
Yep.
rest of us. He's a learning as he goes, and
Mhm.
so far he's put out some great videos. He showed me a rifle the other day that I didn't even know existed, and that's that Marlin that you shot, man.
I love that Marlin.
Yeah,
Ballard.
yep,
I had no idea till I saw it in that shop that they existed.
yep.
Shot a 99 with that Savage Anschutz 64 that I sold him the other day.
The
Yeah.
98, I think. But yeah,
It was a 98. I thought it was a 99.
I
Yeah, man.
think it's 98, but either way, I was tickled to death.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, Steve, you coming to the September 13th shoot?
I want to try. I'll know something more probably by the end of the month.
Awesome. Hope you make it.
Yeah,
Well,
me
thank
too,
you.
man. That'd be
I
awesome.
appreciate it, guys.
So, Jose, what you got coming up?
All right. So thank you for having me tonight. Tomorrow at Guns, Beer, and Therapy at the Hillbilly Show, we're going to announce the winner of the scope. Yeah, we worked it out already, right? So, just in say here. So I appreciate you inviting me tonight and Hillbilly to allow me tomorrow to share. So I got a couple of more videos. Check out that video today that I put out, that short. I didn't even know Remington made an electronic trigger.
That was cool. That was
Yeah,
cool.
on a rifle. So that friend of mine, Jimmy, he got some nice rifles. So we'll be doing some videos next week. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah, you also got some NC rifle videos too.
Yep.
So George put out his comment over Ultimate Benchrest is the Facebook page, and the info's on there of any club wanting to do a registered matches. And Ron 2A, good night, buddy. Thanks for getting on here. Hillbilly, what you got coming up, buddy?
Tomorrow night we got Guns, Beer, and Therapy, 9 o'clock Central, 10 o'clock Eastern. Swing by and visit us if you ain't done nothing. And like I said, we got Jose's going to be doing his giveaway over there, and try to have a lot of fun. And then, of course, I got some videos coming out. We got the Savage, the Mark 22, new chassis on it, and got took it out to the gun range, shot it some, and we'll be shooting quite a bit more of that. Really, really liking that thing. So, thanks
Good
for
night,
having me, buddy.
Yeah, thanks for being here. Good night, TJ. Thanks for being here all
Night,
the way
mate.
over from Australia. He's over.
Yeah.
He's over in a way different time zone. So, Hasbro, what you got coming up?
Well, tomorrow morning comes out Your Target, round 1.
Awesome.
Had a little bit of fun with it. Not perfect, but decent. And then I got a round 2 I just got to finish putting together, and I'll put that up there too. So I was trying to get to a few. I've been so busy, I haven't got a lot of the targets done. So I'm going to work on those in the next couple of weeks and use that as practice before I come down there and pick on Chad some more.
I got a couple of those challenge targets printed off. Me and Justin's supposed to get together this weekend and make some videos. Maybe I can get him to shoot my challenge target.
There you go.
Yeah.
Justin, what you got coming up?
Got a pretty busy day tomorrow planned, but not doing any shooting, but getting ready for the upcoming deer season. And then Sunday, hopefully, spend the whole day shooting with Chad and trying to make some videos.
Yep.
Good
Get
deal.
that
Please.
deer pistol ready for him again, Justin.
Oh, yeah.
Jeff Lee signing off. He says, good night, guys. Thanks for all the info. Appreciate you being here, Jeff. Anytime, buddy. Glad to help. Dave, what you got coming up, buddy?
I'm going to relax this weekend. I'm trying to shoot a couple new builds. uh, and finish them up this week, and then the real shooting starts. Another state championships coming up. ABRA nationals. Decide whether to go to St. Louis and shoot with that guy down there.
Me too.
I got a couple of friends that are going. They keep calling me. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. They talk like it's right down the street. They forget it's 20 hours away.
Mhm.
You know. So other than that, nothing's going on. Good to be here again, everybody.
Yep.
Good
Hey,
to see you.
Brock,
Yeah.
if Dave goes, you better just stay home.
Don't listen to him, Brock.
If Dave goes, I'm gonna sit there right behind him when he's shooting and just try to get in that head.
That's
Absorb
right.
it.
Make him shoot.
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
just gonna sit there and holler your guns dirty over and over again.
Columbia Mountain Kennel says best wishes from Montana. Good night. Good night, buddy. Thanks for being here. Appreciate your interactions. I do. So, as Justin said, we're going to get out Sunday and try to make some content for you guys. I'm getting low on videos. I got stuff scheduled out until the end of August, and after that, I got nothing. So I got to get on it and start making some videos. And I am busy trying to get some free stuff for our end of the year match. And then I might have to find a second job because you guys that have been with me, you know that I've purchased 2 new vehicles in the past 2 months. So I've acquired 2 vehicle payments. So I might need a second job. And my gun purchases are definitely going to slow down.
Sell me Annie.
No.
I'll help you.
I said
But you did, Chad, you did get a $2 an hour raise though.
Yeah.
I did get a $2 an hour raise, so we're not selling anything, Jade, out there. We're just going to slow down on the rescues. So we're not going to rescue as many.
Yeah.
So
We're not rescuing anything then.
So one thing I mentioned it earlier, but the CZ455, you all saw it earlier in the earlier video. I shot really good with it at 100. It is now permanently bedded, and we're going to get that rifle back out and shoot it. And it also has a new scope on it that's from Bear Creek Arsenal. It's a 5-30 by 56, and what I've seen of this scope so far, I like it. It's second focal plane. It's a good looking scope. So we're going to put it on it's already on the 455 behind me, and we're going to put it to the test and see if we can't shoot some nice groups with this CZ455. And we got other videos to make. Justin's going to make a SKS video for Chris Lang, our buddy, and a few other little videos we might do. We might shoot a vintage class video or two, and see if we can't get back up there at the top of the charts with old Mike and MN Shooting Sports. So yeah, we're just going to shoot. We're going to shoot some challenge targets. What you got something brewing over there, Mike? I see it. Oh.
I'm gonna just play around for another week or so at 50 yards, and then you can just hang it up at anything beyond that. So might as well just sell all your vintage stuff, guys. Just sell it
Who's
all.
leading your vintage class target, Mike? 100 yards.
I honestly don't even know at the moment.
Okay.
I think you are still. I think, but
I haven't checked in forever. Right? I haven't seen if anybody called up.
Oh boy,
like I said, it's coming to a close, fellas.
You are getting to know each other too well. You get a little too comfortable in this room here, picking on each other. All right, guys, that's going to be a wrap for tonight. I'm sorry we went over by about 20 minutes, 21 minutes, but that's where we're going to leave it tonight. I appreciate everybody getting on here on this panel. Y'all make this show happen. Also, the side chat interaction tonight. And I feel like tonight went awesome. I think it's one of our best shows again. I know I said that earlier, but I want to say it again. And we had the most viewers that I've ever seen tonight. So, guys, thank y'all very much. And y'all have a good week. All you guys that are going out to compete, shoot straight, do good, read that wind. And y'all say good night, everybody.
Good
Good night,
night.
everybody.
Y'all come back.